Welcome and thank you for tuning in to episode 1 of Tyneside to Europe in what is actually our second season. And since you're here, I would really appreciate if you subscribe and turn on notifications. In this episode, we're playing Liverpool in the Community Shield. As you can see, the board and the fans expect us to lose, so pressure and expectations are pretty low. Before we get into the game though, I just want to show you what we have done during the transfer window. And as you can see there, we have got rid of the likes of Matthew Targett, Dan Burn, Martin Dubravka and Jamal Lewis. But that is not all. We also managed to get rid of Chris Wood for 20 million, Miguel Almiron for 20 million, Elliot Anderson for 10 million, Emil Kraft for 10 million, Isaac Hayden for 6, John Shelby for 5, and a lot of other players, but I'm not going to keep on going on about this. And this is what we did with our money. We have reinforced the midfield and the defence. But let's get on to the main event. This is what our starting 11 is going to look like today. Just need to add in Trippier for Baku in the right back spot. And this is pretty much our starting 11, our strongest starting 11 for this season, barring Tony, who is actually injured for 3 weeks. And he will be missed as he was our highest goal scorer last season. We get off to a brilliant start, our new signing Kim Min-jae winning the ball back in our defensive half and playing it down the wing to Isaac, who holds up play and allows the team to get up the pitch. As you can see, we keep on knocking it around and switch flanks. From there, we attack their box with St. Maximin running at their defenders, playing Wilson through, who finishes off a very well rounded off move, and we're up 1-0 in the 10th minute. But that is not all. We have a set piece here, and Bruno receives the ball from Trippier, plays it to Wilson, who squares it to Isaac, and Isaac, of course, finishes it, and we're 2-0 up in the 13th minute. But we go again. We're relentless. Bruno wins the ball back in the attacking half. Trippier holds the ball up brilliantly here and plays it back to Bruno. Bruno then slides Trippier in. And due to a mistake by Luis Diaz, Trippier latches onto that, squares it to Isaac, who seems like he has his shot blocked, and Wilson is there to tuck it in, making it 3-0 in the 33rd minute. Can you believe it? Unfortunately, Liverpool do manage to get one goal back just before half time. It is a very well worked goal, as you can see here. They knock it around well, we can't get the ball from them. They even go back to the goalkeeper, luring us to come out, but we hold our shape. Eventually they attack down the right flank, and then, when you have Salah running in behind you, there's not much you can do. He does really well to get into the box, squares it to Curtis Jones, who tucks it in at the near post. We actually have a brilliant chance just before half time, winning the ball back in their defensive half. Group Minus crosses it to Wilson, and Wilson misses an absolute sitter. But if you haven't seen my previous video explaining the tactics we use, have a look, because it will create a lot of opportunities just like this one. I don't know what it was about the second half, but we really took our foot off the gas. Liverpool managed to get a brilliant goal here through Keita, who whips it into the top bins. There's not much you can do when a shot like that goes in against you, unfortunately. And we're getting nervous now because we have 35 minutes to go, 36 minutes to go, and Liverpool might just come back here. And 4 minutes after they got their second, Salah has a goal disallowed. It could have been 3-3 here, but thankfully the Lionel's flag goes up. And we actually did pretty well to hang on until the 82nd, going into the 83rd minute, where Liverpool get their third goal with a pretty great finish by Mehdi Taremi into the near post. And here are the penalties, which I have sped up. Salah missed the first one, and Wilson steps up to make it 1-0 in the shootout. And we're pretty confident here. We're thinking we're going to go on and win this. But unfortunately, here's the last penalty. Baku misses it, and we lose 7-6 on penalties. And here, Liverpool lifting up that sweet Carabao Cup trophy, which we wanted so badly. But we will be back for it next year, and hopefully we can win something else this season. But thank you very much for tuning in, guys. I really appreciate it. We didn't get the result we wanted in the Carabao Cup. It would have been nice to add it to our list of trophies won very early on in this save. But unfortunately, we can't do that, and we're watching Liverpool doing cartwheels and whatnot. Please join us again for episode 2, where we'll be playing our first 3 games of the season, and hopefully we can pick up 3 wins there.